Hello guys, welcome again to another BTC video. I hope you are doing great today. I do have an interesting video for you today, a Bitcoin video. So please stick around till the end of the video so we can analyze this together. It's going to get very interesting. Before I do start the video, I do want to show you a small clip from our previous analysis that we were analyzing, because I did give the bullish and bearish scenario. Like I said, I don't want to be biased towards anything, and I just want to play the video because it will help you understand also what I'm going to be talking about in today's video. So let's see what I said in my earlier video.
There is bullish news, obviously. Even though the indicators on the high time frames like the weekly are still not bullish, and even though the 3-day is bullish, obviously slightly bullish, still not confirmed, but and the daily is bullish, confirmed, and we have concerns, obviously, but we have also bullish aspects, which I'm going to be talking about as well. So one of the bullish aspects that I see is that I see a potential 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Elliott wave formation forming.
Now, this is what I want to talk about. This is very important, the Elliott wave formation that I was talking about earlier. Where if you want more details about it, you can go watch this video. But for now, I want to jump to the charts just so I can explain what I see currently, and then we can connect it to my previous analysis again. So let's go to the charts first. So as you can see, guys, we were currently trading in a parallel channel. Like I said in Twitter, these do usually break to the downside, not to the upside. We are now witnessing a potential breakout of this channel with a retest of support. I could see already that there is a slight retest there, but it's not finalizing there yet. So what does Elliott wave have to do with what's happening right now? Yes, the price on the higher time frames or the indicators on high time frames like the daily are bullish. The 3-day were slightly bullish. Obviously now I think they are confirmed. Let me just go check them out. We're doing this live with you guys here, by the way. I haven't prepared this at all, so I'm just looking at the charts right now. I just woke up and I saw the price of BTC, so I'm like, okay. So we have good news, obviously. We have bad news, obviously. So the good news is that your RSI on the 3-day chart has flipped bullish, which is great, and you have a potential here, stochastic RSI bullish cross as well. All I need for the Elliott wave formation to be legit and be confirmed, and for those highs to be reached, basically, is an RSI, a stochastic RSI above 80 level. Now just be careful, because even though there is that potential stochastic RSI above 80, and even though we will have a rally, after that rally is over, we will obviously have a pullback, and the pullbacks usually mean red valleys, which are these, basically, something along those lines. Weekly time frame, I want to just check it out. As you can see, the weekly, like I told you earlier, it has been bullish for a while. Actually, it has been bullish, but very weak bullishness. I've talked about this to my Discord members. We are bullish right now on the RSI, on the weekly RSI. The MACD is about to cross to the upside, which is also looking very good. PVT, still no signs of real proper bullishness yet, but obviously these are lagging indicators, so they do take time to play out. So weekly time frame, still bullish. That's why we're seeing the move to the upside. Like I said earlier, as long as this stochastic is above the 20 level, most likely this will continue. I don't want a rejection around 50 level of the stochastic, because a rejection will probably mean more drops or a double top type of scenario on a drop. A push to the upside above the 50 stochastic RSI on the weekly time frame, that would most likely mean our Elliott wave formation will be finalized, basically. So let me go one more time to the daily time frame, because it's also very important. Now on the daily time frame, as you can see, we still don't have a proper big correction yet for this. Big correction are something like this, basically, which is around, let me check here, like a 20% move to the downside. So there's no sign of a big correction yet on the daily. When that happens, I'll obviously let you guys know. But what I do want to talk about is the 4-hour time frame, which is the micro time frame, because the macro time frames like the daily and the 3-day were bullish in our last video already. They were weak bullishness. There was a weak bullishness, obviously, but they were bullish nevertheless. Now, are we out of the woods? Now it seems so. We did break major levels. So if I go to the 3-day chart, and you can see that we are currently sitting, no, not the 3-day, the daily, sorry. If you go to the daily chart, you see that the VPVR, which is a volume of traded area, basically, there was a lot of volume being traded here, is currently sitting between 41.8 and 43,700. So what I need from Bitcoin for this to be a legit breakout is that at least I would like to see a 3-day candle above this, or at least a daily candle above this level with a retest as support and then a bounce. And then most likely the next rejection level for our Elliott for wave formation, like we spoke about earlier, is around $47,000. This region right here, which you can see. So let me mark it for you so you can see it clearly. So this was a previous, obviously, supply region. There was a lot of trading happening here. There's a lot of support happening here. We broke support, and then most likely this region will start to flip to resistance. And it's scary because even though the Elliott wave becomes more and more likely, obviously, finalizing, because we know our final Elliott wave formation is something that's going to be looking like this, where you have your 1, your 2, and then you'll have your 3, you'll have your 4, and this is what I want for the 4, by the way, and then you could have your 5. Now, I want to be very clear. Double top scenarios don't really mean that the price needs to be exactly at so the next high needs to be exactly at the same price of the previous high. A double top scenario similar to this one here, you can have a top higher than a top, or you can have a top like at 64 and a higher top at 69, and it's still considered a legit double top scenario. Why am I saying this? Because if Bitcoin were to go to $47,000, right, it's still a potential double top scenario. That's why the pullback is so important. Once you have that pullback happening, you need to hold the previous area as support. So you need previous supply zone, which was basically around this region. This is your previous supply zone. There you go. You need it to hold. You don't need it to break. So at least I would like Bitcoin to hold above $43,000. If Bitcoin is able to hold above $43,000 on the pullback after reaching 47, then the likelihood of this region being broken is more and more. Now, what happens if we do go back and we hit our heads on it again? Then again, the double top scenario becomes more and more likely. Obviously, the indicators will help us by then. They will tell us if the double top will play out or the $53,000 wave 5 will play out. For now, I cannot say. I need information definitely. But generally speaking, it is looking good. Currently, we are sitting at a place. I'm going to go to the micro time frames because the macro is already explained, I think. On the macro, we have warning signs currently. They're not really huge, but we have some warning signs. So, for example, we have a potential, well, it's not a potential, it is a bearish divergence on the 4-hour time frame, as you can see right there. You have, on the squeeze indicator, you have a low happening here, or a high and a lower high. And on the price, you have high and higher high. So this is a bearish divergence, typical bearish divergence happening on the 4-hour time frame. What does this really mean? Well, there's no confirmation yet of a proper pullback, but this means that there will be, I would guess in the next 24 hours or so, a pullback for Bitcoin. Now, this pullback is going to be very, very interesting because I don't want Bitcoin to basically close below the channel. If Bitcoin, because we were trading in this parallel channel, obviously, as you can see, like this, I don't want it to close below the channel. I would rather it hold above the channel, at least around like 42,600, which is our key level, basically, and then a proper bounce from that area. That's what I would like. That is what I would like to see for Bitcoin, obviously. If we don't see this, if we fall through and we lose this specific region, especially this region right here that we're talking about, we are entering a danger zone. Obviously, it's going to be basically we're entering a double top scenario becomes more and more likely. But I don't think so. As you can see also here, if you do fall through, you will find resistance, you will find support, obviously around 42.6 and 41K region. And as long as this is hold, so it could go to 40,000. Yeah, I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you and say no, it cannot. The pullback cannot go, but it's very unlikely. Now, even if it does go to 40,000, it's still bullish because the indicators are technically bullish, right? And we are able to at least have another bounce to the upside. But I would prefer if Bitcoin just goes to 42,600, holds this as retest, and then a push through to the upside. That's what I would prefer. How would I know if the key level is a level where things are going to break down or break up, where basically after the pullback happens or when the pullback is happening, I will check my indicators, and if the indicators are bullish, then I would know that that level basically is the level of a bounce, and then that will give me more idea whether we will keep continuing up or no. But just be careful, because if we fall through the channel, the pullback will be stronger than expected. Most likely it will go not to 42.6, but it would go to between 40,300 and $41,000, around that area. And then it should bounce. Obviously, bouncing there is obviously bullish still. It will still give us a move to the upside, which will be the channel, but it would not give us that final $47,000 wave 3 region that we talked about. Because for this wave 3 region to be hit, this needs to break. This region right here needs to be broken. And the only way this gets broken is if the pullback consolidates rather than pops to the downside. So sometimes your indicators are bearish, like I said earlier, and we have something called the consolidation rule, where basically you're bearish but your price just holds. Bearish but price keeps holding. So this is a bullish sign, and this kind of just tells you that this is the bottom right there, and then a move from there will be happening next, because markets move in waves. So after the downward wave finalizes, an upward wave has to finalize as well. And this upward waves, as traders, we anticipate that we go above the previous level. If we do hit our head on this region, then another double top scenario will be forming. So right now, Bitcoin is looking good on the daily. Like I said, there's no signs of any proper pullback yet. We are reaching territories of double top scenarios, which I don't like. So I don't like to reach an area, and I don't like to trade an area like this, 44,700 region. Let's say I don't like to trade it if my indicators are bullish, because it is resistance, and even though you are bullish on resistance, it's very hard to short resistance when you have bullishness in your indicators. So I'd rather stay out of the market till I get confirmation of either a bounce to the upside or a drop to the downside. Once my indicators flip bearish, then the likelihood of me shorting resistance is obviously like 99.9%, because that's what we do usually. So that is my analysis for BTC. There is good news. We did talk about also obviously the W formation that was forming, but these W's are so clear. Everybody probably sees them, and usually in the market they don't really play out. So for now, what do we need for this W to play out? I personally want 2 daily closes above 44,300. If we are able to close 2 daily closes above 44,300, then we will go to this region right here between 46.7 and 48.4. So that is the next rejection area I see for BTC. So something like this, and then a drop, hopefully holding this region around 43, 44, which is a 4K drop obviously, so it's a big drop, and then one more push to the upside. If this region doesn't hold, then we just formed another double top type of scenario, because it is still confirmed as a double top. It's still a double top. Okay, so that is it for my BTC analysis. Things looking good on the daily till now. There's no signs of heavy corrections yet. There's more signs of upside, especially the daily has been bullish for a while now, and the 3-day chart has been confirmed as bullish right now as well, and the weekly time frame is bullish. But just be careful about one more thing, because I'm stressing this out. This stochastic RSI is going to be the key to tell us where our bull trap will end, basically. Because if your stochastic RSI gets rejected around 80, then that's where your bull trap ends. If your stochastic RSI goes beyond 80, it goes above it, then expect more upside for the bull trap. Expect more upside, and even this upside could flip the monthly indicators to bullish, even though I don't see it yet, but it could. Technically speaking, it could. So that is my analysis for BTC, guys. I hope you enjoy it. Please like, please share, please subscribe to the channel so I can make these for you. Follow me on Twitter. I do post a lot. I posted the channel on Twitter like 2 days ago. So do follow me on the channel on Twitter. And if you want to inquire about my private paid Discord, you can message me on my private Telegram, which is in the description below as well, and I will answer any question you have. So thank you again for watching the video, guys, and I will see you again next time. Bye-bye.